You know, I spoke on it, and I say this, and I'm gonna do this live short and fast and sweet. Three things I'm gonna bring out. Right, three things. One, one is gonna be this. California is always the test run. New York is always the second test run, or rather, New York then California. See, they always do it on the East Coast or the West Coast, right? The test runs. Okay, the test runs always in New York, California, and they always give breaking news on a Friday. Watch this. For those who are in here right now, I can bet you that tomorrow is gonna be some sort of announcement, right? Salute, random commenter. Salute. I can guarantee you tomorrow is gonna be some sort of announcement because all announcements are made on Fridays to rattle up society of the people, you know, and what the masses for. I mean, make me understand what the masses gonna do. Like when you mandate these masses, what is it gonna protect? What is it gonna do? What is the mass gonna do? If this thing is if the invisible enemy is airborne, you can get it through your eye sockets. You can get it through your paw, your through the paws on your body. You know, I mean, make it make sense. If something is airborne, wearing a mask ain't gonna prevent nothing. You know, because your eyes still exposed, your paws and your arm still exposed. So what sense it make people walk around wearing masks? Make it make sense. You see, California always a test run. It's always a test run because the citizens they got the strict one of the strictest gun laws. Strictest gun laws. Salute Valley One. Salute Serp. Salute Jonathan. You know, New York and California have the strictest gun laws. It's only the South truly where people have the right to bear arms, and it don't matter what kind of guns they truly have. It's only in the South, the East and the West. People don't really have no gun rights. You know, they really don't have no gun rights. We would not be doing this in San Francisco. Salute to the Bay. I was out there on Ocean Drive. No, yeah, it's Ocean Drive or First Drive. I was out there. Salute. Nasty Lizards running the show. This time for civil disobedience. What they would do, give you a ticket for no mask. That's gonna be Mickey. That's gonna be some bullshit. You know, that's gonna be some bullshit. Pirates coming into aid of the people. Yes. Salute, Nick. Y'all going to, hey Nick, tell the people in the comment section what's going on in Australia. Because have fun being controlled at every turn you make. Yeah, you see, it's always been about control. They put the cameras on the lights. Salute, Priscilla. They put the cameras on the lights. This is why I understand these shootings with the police, like with traffic stops that turn into shootings because you had cameras on the lights and you was just sending tickets to the mail. So if you see somebody speeding or they with a traffic ticket, why not just send a ticket in the mail? You got the registration, you got the license plate. They return the mask mandates. But you guys notice this though? They always do this before school start. Y'all guys know that in America, the school year is returning, right? So you know Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, they keep on saying something big is going to happen in September. They keep on saying it's going to be another pandemic in September, right? And you guys do know that when Elon Musk say something, some type of way it come to fruition to a degree. You see, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, these guys are leading the way, and Bill Gates are leading the way with predicting pandemics. You know, with predicting pandemics. Salute, Jay Wayne. You know, and man, I'm not walking around with no mask on me. I'm not wearing no mask. Wearing wearing that mask, your lungs can't get no oxygen, and it's destroying your damn lungs. So when you do catch the flu or something like that, you got bad lungs because your lungs weak because you've been having a damn mask on your face all damn day and every day. I ain't wearing no damn mask. The body is designed to catch germs, to fight off germs. I'm not wearing no mask. You know, California is the test run, and you know, it's crazy how they keep on doing that. I mean, for what? What is they bringing back masks for? Only sheep will comply. I know, right? But tomorrow is gonna be a major event. Something gonna happen, guys. Something is gonna happen. Something gonna happen where all the news outlets gonna be talking about it. You know, and how you doing? How you doing? Something gonna happen tomorrow. It never fails. Every Friday. You know, they said Mike Pence is supposed to be running for the GOP next presidential election. Maybe he might make an announcement. You know, something always happen every Friday. Going to the weekend, something always happen, and that's so the news outlets can have uh, news to cover to make people be scared and fear monger. Salute, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The reason why I do the live and I had a hats right there because you know they got some people who do lives and they put their icon in the thing and talk with icon. I like my hats. I like looking at my hats and I like reading the comments. I'm not that technology savvy, so I like looking at the comments and I'm looking at the comments as I talk. I like that. Yeah, definitely support the farmers. Definitely, because it's not that many left. It's not that many true farmers left. Because Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and they buying up all the farmland. That need to be under investigation. China too. All of them need to be under investigation for buying up all the farmland. You know, the guy who I be watching sometimes. He covered that about how they under investigation for buying up all the farmland. I'm reading y'all comments. They can mandate whatever is. They can mandate whatever is the people. You know, this the only country. America is the only country where we just allow them to do anything they wanted to do. You think you think that's it to stop watching TV? No, you'll never stop it because everybody ain't on board. You got to understand the people in the 99% is enforcing the invisible enemy on you. So long as the people in the 99% is not on the same plateau and understanding, same frequencies, it ain't going nowhere. Salute, Jay Wayne. I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm gonna keep on doing it, and you know I'm gonna keep on doing it because I just see things totally different. I see things totally different. Like when I watch something, I analyze it and I break it down, and I understand that it's something totally different than what they put out. And you know, y'all guys know I was exposing CNN at one point in time. I was doing CNN reactions, and the channel went through a whole lot because I was basically calling CNN out for fake news, for reporting fake news. You know, because one day they'll say one thing, the next day they'll say something different, the next thing they'll say something different, next thing they'll say something different. And I was calling them out, you know. Salute to Alaska. Salute. I be watching Alaska Prepper. I watch him sometime. That guy, he keeps up with the food shortages and everything that's going on. Yeah, you know what's crazy about it? Australia news, Samuel, salute. Australia news, they wasn't covering nothing about the people in Australia get with the protesters and stuff. I forced their hand because Australia turned to me the Australians turned to me, the Aggies turned to me, and salute to Addy Crowder. I hope he home. They turned to me and watched my channel for the news, what was going on, and I was sharing it with the world. Australia news when he was reporting what was going on to his own citizens. But now, Australia news They just talk about everything pertaining to Joe Biden. They make a mockery of Joe Biden. But they make a mockery of Joe Biden, but their government was doing the citizens of Australia totally bad, and they never covered that. That's just how fake news gets spreaded. And yeah, 421BB. When I did the salute Nick Page, salute. When I did the shout out to the Free World TV man videos, Alex Jones. Yeah, Alex Jones, he said a lot of stuff. He said a lot of stuff. He said a lot of stuff. Thanks for the super chat. They also didn't allow them to tell what's going on. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. They locked down Australia, and not only did they lock them down, they took away their connections for them to really even spread the information that was going on in Australia. And they kind of did them like what China do their citizens. They took away all the information for them to spread. So I took it upon myself, and I said, what's happening to them can happen to me, or can happen to my kids in the future, and this need to be exposed. And I started exposing it, and then I started looking at CNN totally different, because I realized that all media outlets, like people turn to Fox News, and then I realized that all media outlets, they are in cahoots with one another. They all work with one another. They all work with one another. And I've made videos about that, about Fox and News and CNN, how they claim to be at odds, and they talk about one another, but yet they're at the White House at a banquet, laughing, joking, drinking, and all those types of things. But every day they get on the news and they say they don't mess with each other. They have been trying to encourage of any. Yeah, they have shut down all protests across the world from getting out. They have shut it down. They have shut it down. They have shut down all protests from getting out across the world. They do, the all social media outlets have shut that down. And I did a reaction to CNN when they said that they said that they was gonna try to shut down independent journalism, because they want to control the narrative. So they said they were gonna shut down independent journalism. And part of doing that was, if people report protests or record protests and they post it, or they do this or they do that and they share it, they was gonna put that and remove that completely out of the algorithm. That way it don't get seen whatsoever. It would not be in YouTube recommendations or nothing. And that was the game plan. And it worked. It worked. The only problem I have is that I understand, that people have to have jobs because they got bills. But if you're a part of the 99%, you should want certain information to get out, because it affects you, and you can be part of the change. Salute Canada. Salute. Shout out to all the truckers in Canada too. When they need it, they came up real big for y'all. The truckers made the world pay attention to y'all. When they did that convoy, they made the world. In Canada, that situation with the truckers when they did the convoy, it kind of blew me away, because Justin was doing some crazy things, not realizing he need to utilize the same truckers. He need to utilize the truckers for resources also. You see, so he just blew me away what actually blew me away was how he froze the bank accounts, right? So that's why I always advocate have some cash on the side, because he actually froze the Canadian bank accounts if they were supporting the truckers. He froze them, and that just blew me away on how you can work hard and go to work and do this and do that, and if you want to give assistance or do something to help somebody for a cause, they could tell you can't and freeze your bank account. So I was kind of upset with that, and that's what made me started doing the Justin videos and letting people know that letting people know that all the people out there in the crypto world who thought that the money is untraceable and this and that. I came out with videos like, how is crypto not traceable when your initial deposit, it got to come from some sort of bank account? It got to come from some sort of bank account. You got to have your transaction via PayPal, via whatever Square, whatever your currency is. You got to put some type of money into the digital currency, so they have some type of information on your banking. Yeah, one convoy supporter just Got out. What? After 150 days? So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me they held this man for almost 6 months? That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Why a bank doing anything other than yeah, yeah. It's just crazy how how they gonna hold that? How they gonna hold someone? Man, that's crazy. But the police in Canada, they was putting hands on the citizens too. I mean, don't get me wrong. These things that was happening to the citizens, it was happening across the world. I mean, guys, when I started posting these videos, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It was hurting me to my soul to watch some of the videos that I was posting. It was hurting me to my soul to see that, that you protest and police can set up a line and tell you not to cross that line. And if you cross that line, and I ain't talking about a line of don't do this or don't do that. I'm talking about a literally line where if you walking and they just square off in the street and they tell you do not come past this, that they would actually, you know, they would actually come at you in a different form, in a different shape. So that blew me away. And like I always say, they had this video, one video. There's one video of this grandmother, 72 years old in Australia, when she was pushed down and sprayed in the face with mace. I said enough is enough. And I was like, I'm gonna cover this, and it is what it is. You know, banks and governments are, yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are. All banking system, everything. I mean, salute, great man. Everything is cahoots together. Everything is cahoots together. That's why I would say you got to make the best of the situation. And you guys know, sometime I post. For y'all who been with me from day one, about 3 months ago, y'all know I said this. I said, guess what? I said, there's a lot of people out there that fear-monger and do all these different things. I said, but the elite would never want their lifestyles to change. So when they was talking about that end day, all day doomsday thing, I was like, that ain't gonna happen because they don't want their lifestyle to change. And look at it. It's turned out to be totally accurate. Like they'll throw Hail Marys and have us confused and have us discombobulated and have us fussing and distracted and I mean they'll do all type of things to us, but it's all for their lifestyles to remain the same. They don't care about our lifestyles. They want to keep their lifestyles. You know. Salute, chosen herit, choose. That's a, I don't know how you, but salute. Yeah, well, a conspiracy theory is not really a conspiracy theory. It's just something that ain't proven yet. That's all. I don't know what the term conspiracy theory is really come from. You know, salute contemplating suicide. Hey, that name. You see that name? That name stuck in my head, man. Salute though. I'm happy you're still with us, but that name had stuck in my head. You know, conspiracy theories is just something that ain't come true yet. It's really no such thing as a conspiracy theory. It's just something that can. Because look, if you think about it, right? Satanic name, the the greed, most messed up thing. All of synthetic overlayers to cover up their crimes. Exactly. It's what y'all know what blew me away. Y'all know what blew me away, right? If you pick up a Bible, right? No matter what religion, you pick up a Bible, any Bible, and we know that the Bible been tampered with. All books have been tampered with by man, right? It almost seems as if man is literally trying to make the Bible fulfill the Bible. It almost seems like man is literally trying to fulfill what they have tampered with. You see what I'm saying? It almost seems as though they're literally trying to fulfill what they have tampered with. You know, and that's why I say, like, when I said about the we all know that this was gonna come back full circle. LA got the what masses now. We already know that. We already know that this was gonna come back full circle. We already know that. You know, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Life as we know it has changed. That's why I can't comprehend. Why I can't comprehend. Sorry about that. That they didn't bought all this damn farmland. We never had food shortages until they bought the farmland. Yes, I'm talking about Bill Gates. I'm talking about Jeff Bezos. I'm talking about Ted Turner. I'm talking about all the elites. They didn't utilize fake money to buy up all of the most high land. They didn't to buy up all land. And we never had food shortages until they actually bought up the land. It's just too coincidental. It's too coincidental. You guys, when y'all get off this live, you know, look up who owned the most farmland. It's too incidental. Too coincidental. Now we got all these food shortages. It's too coincidental. You know, and you know that's why I exposed Elon Musk with the stock market fluctuations. I exposed them. You know, I was like, you know, how he got over how all the stockholders in Tesla. He pretty much he pretty much played a game on them. You know, it's but yeah, it's Anik B. It ain't it's Bill Gates. He's number one. Jeff Bezos is number two. China owns 200,992 acres farmland, and it's just that all these individuals that's buying up the farmland. What in the hell is you gonna? I mean, what is you gonna do with it? You already own private islands. You already own. I mean, just make it make sense. You know, like that's my little thing. Make it make. Y'all know they got a YouTuber that actually call this channel not making make sense. You know, but I mean, what are you gonna do with all that land? What are you gonna do with it? I mean, you own an island. You probably own a large house, big enough to hold a city in it. And what are you gonna do with all the farmland? You go so you buying up all of the farmland, and all of a sudden all these wildfires are happening to all the wildlife. So you're making people depend on your farmland for resources. Make it make sense. Well, I think what we need to do is we need to let me say this. Force us to eat. Exactly. I say what we need to do is we all need to get together, 300, 400 of us, 500 of us, 1,000 of us, come together, and we need to buy wherever the water at, and make their ass pay us to drink water. You know, we need to buy where the water source at, and make them pay us to buy to drink the water, buy water. You know, because this is it's ridiculous. You know, it's ridiculous how only a handful of people is trying to own everything. You know, own everything. And you know, in 2008 crash was by design. You know, that's why I always tell people, you know, put your faith into the Most High. LA doesn't have loan. Talking about with water, yeah, it's drying out. It's drying out. You know, it's drying out. But I need to know this though. I need to know why is it that is water shortages, and the world is 80% water. How this is what make man going to the moon sound bullshit to me, right? You can send a man to the moon, but you don't know how to remove salt from the water from the ocean. Made that you got to make it make sense. You got the technology to put man on the moon, but you can't remove salt from the ocean. So it's water shortages because you haven't figured out how to remove water from the ocean. You got to make it make sense to me. You got to make it make sense. And then the earth is so hot. The earth is so hot. The water in the lake, like you guys saying right now in the comment section, the earth is so hot. The water is actually cooking. It's dissolving. That's how hot the water. That's how hot the earth is. The earth is so hot. Are you watching? I'm watching. I'm paying attention to everything, J. Wayne. Everything. I'm paying attention to everything. Salute, woke. I'm paying attention to everything. Yes, that's good. Salute, Kevin. That's good that you live by many lakes. You know, many lakes. Get you some of those filters where you can drink. Where you, like if you're camping, you could drink lake water from the lake. Like they got straws and stuff right now, just to have one or two in your household for your family in the event that you need it. You know, come on now. Hey. We're not gonna turn it. The point of living is because you're living for the Most High. The Most High bless you with life and bless you with breath, and you breathe every day. And you think about that. And then if you got kids, you look at your kids, and that's the point of living right there. But don't this is it's a million reasons to live. There's a lot of people with it's not weird. It's not weird because it's not weird. It's just that right now we don't know what seasons is what. We don't know what seasons is what. In the wintertime is warm. You get snow in February, certain areas. The struggle is real here. But guess what though? Guess what though? The struggle real. In the comment section, I'm gonna say some of the real. I'm gonna say some real right now. To contemplating. I'm gonna say. I gotta say this. This gonna be there's always somebody who's doing worse than you. There's always somebody who's sicker than you. There's always somebody who have less than you. There's always somebody who have more stress than you. There's always somebody who's doing worse than you. So at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, always remember that isn't a solve, problem yet. Yeah, Teresa, salute. But my question is, Teresa, how can we put man on the moon? How can we put man on the moon? But we haven't figured out how to how to get water from the ocean. Trap the rain. Yeah, but that's the problem. The woke, a lot of areas is not raining. It's like where is the rain? They didn't put so many chemtrails in the sky. It's messing with the rain. It's messing with the rain. I don't want to, Joey. I don't want to speak that into existence. But tomorrow, I know for sure that we're gonna get some sort of news because big news happen on Fridays, going into the weekend because the main media have to have something to carry them through the weekend. So we're gonna get something tomorrow. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna get something tomorrow. And that's why I always say on Fridays on Friday they drop some information where they cover the story all weekend. Signs of times. Yeah, just looking at life is a sign of times. That's the thing. His love for us. I don't think what I think gonna come is already happening. And I think that's them trying to buy everything and own everything and have you a little or less. I mean, I'm sorry, a little or less, and just make you just want stuff. I seen it, Joey. But I thought that was just fear. I thought that was fear mongering, because like I said earlier, and the people that been with me, those who sit at the round table and discuss those type of things, those who sit at the round tables, they don't want to give their lifestyle up. If you see one of those happen, like the video in New York, who gonna go to work? How they gonna make money? Who gonna serve them? What hotel they gonna go to? Who gonna fix their bed? Who gonna cook their food? Who gonna grow their food? So nah, they're not. That's not gonna happen. That video is a fear mongering situation just to make you panic and put fear in you. You see, because we are like Woke said, we are corporate slaves, but they ain't there yet. Things they do, they play chess, not checkers. They got robots, that's true, but they ain't got enough yet. They creating AI. And Elon Musk is trying his best to get AI to the point where it can change human movements. Look, great as ever and great man. They linking up. They linking up. I mean, they're trying to link up, network. They're trying to network. We have to learn to play. Yes, that's all. That's all it is. That's all it is. Woke. That's all it is. It's good versus evil. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's two worlds right now going on. It's two worlds. It's a spiritual world, and it's man on earth world. That's all it is. It's the spiritual world. It's because you got, you know, it's the reason why I say it's the spiritual world, right? Because these man was created, and man was created of from God, and man wasn't created to do these things. So you got, it's evil versus good right now. That's all it is evil versus good. Nah, evil not winning. Evil not winning. I disagree with that. Evil not winning. Evil only wins when you allow it to win. When you allow it in. That's when evil wins. Evil wins when you allow it in. And long as I'm here, I'm not gonna allow evil to. I'm not gonna allow it to. You know, that's why I post that post, and I say nothing more, nothing less. I just want to say thank you to the Most High, and that's the problem. It's not enough people. It's not enough people. The people trust in the science. They're not putting their trust in the Most High. That's the problem. That's the problem. They're putting their trust into the science, and the science is trying to question God and trying to challenge God, and they're not putting their science. They're not putting their heart into the Most High. Evil is rising to critical masses. Exactly. A lot of people third eye is opening up. That's what's going on. A lot of people third eye opening up, and they're starting to see things. And I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, right? I think, well, this is what I think, right? I think that jab that they was trying to give everybody, I think that jab was to put you back in a state of thought, to take your third eye from opening up. I think so many people are starting to see the reality for what it really is, that they had to come with something to try to put people back to sleep, turn people back to sheep. You know what I mean? And that's what I truly think it is. I think they came up with all these different things because they needed to try to put people back to sleep. Because when you everybody is everybody when they when they did lockdowns around the whole world, right? You was truly free. You was truly free, and you were able to think more, and you was able to process more, and then you realize that, you know, that this is a slavery system. It's the system itself is a slavery system, and a lot of people say, you know what, I'm not going back to work. So they had to put they try I think they try to put people back to sleep because that third eye was opening up. You know, things was being exposed. But I mean, I don't know how to word it, but I'm saying a lot without saying it. You were you were given true freedom during the lockdown. You were able to spend time with your family, not think about no work, not think about this, not think about that. You were indoors with your family, your loved ones. You had really true freedom at that point in time, and they were not making money. That machine with the phone, the society that they know it was lost, so they had to open up everything. You had some people blind. I need to go back to work. I need to make this. I need to make that. I need. At the end of the day, money was no value at that point in time because everything was shut down. So you couldn't get a foreclosure on your home. You couldn't get kicked out. They couldn't tell you no for this or tell you no for that. Everything was at your hand. At that point in time, the 99% had full control, but they had to get control back. So they came back with their system, the monetary system. Man, you got to go to work. Then they made the banks kick in, bill at statement after statement after statement. Bills don't stop. So they made all these systems kick in at the end of the day, and that's how they played the game. Because most people have a bank account, and you work all week, and then you get electronically money. You get a deposit in your account, just show you a number. It's not a physical asset. It just show you a number. Then you pay your bill. You transfer whatever amounts out of your account to cover your bills digitally most of the time. And when you do these things, you never really actually seen nothing physical, and you didn't put out all that labor. And when everything shut down, they lost control. Hollywood has fallen. They put everything in the movies. They put everything in the movies. Everything in the movies. It was crazy because I was watching this. I was watching the other day. I was watching In the Days with Ernest Schwarzenegger, and it showed me how the spirits roam the earth. It showed me how the evil demons can actually they roam the earth. It showed, In the Days, Ernest Schwarzenegger. It was the devil that actually came to earth, right? And that was like for 2000. So I'm watching the movie and I'm sitting back just blown away how the spirit realm came to earth, and it blew me away because what I was watching was what people think is going on right now. You see, and that's why I say it's crazy how these people try to make the Bible, come to fruition, but it has been tampered with. So it almost seems like they're trying to make what they tamper with come to fruition. Yeah, they're putting everything into AI. However, they don't give a crap about securing a nuke, waste, storage. I don't, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I just don't see that word right there. I just don't think it's gonna happen. They not giving up their lifestyles. I mean, don't get me wrong. If the 99% rebel, yes, yeah, you'll see that. You'll see them flying all over because they'll be in lost control. Yeah, the Minority Report. Children of men. All these things. Like right now. They pretty much for the last what 2 3 years. If you got a kid that's 3 or a kid that's 6, they pretty much took 3 years of that kid being a kid away from them. They didn't want the kid to be around other kids. They didn't want the kid to talk to other kids. They pretty much took 3 years. They pretty much took 3 years from all of us. You know, yeah, those movies they put all that stuff in the movies. And like I said, when you're talking about people who do like Jeffrey Einstein, when you talk about Jeffrey Einstein, so I'm gonna word this a certain way without saying it. You guys know about Jeffrey Einstein. You guys know about Maxwell. You guys know about that, right? But you got to look at it from a perspective. Look at the movies. Look at vampires. They go after pure blood, virgins. Look at Jason. It's always some, freshly high schoolers that he going after, you know, in the camps. Look at Freddy Krueger. He's in young ones' dreams. So basically, everything. That's why I came up with indoctrination, because everything that they do is always going after the kids. You see, always going after the kids. If this thing don't go away, then they want you injecting your kid with this thing, and then it becomes a every 6 month thing or every year thing where you're injecting your kids, not knowing what you're doing to your kid's body because your kid body is still developing. Why are you going to inject something into a developing body, not knowing what it's going to do? You see, this is the thing, and that's Hollywood. From Hollywood to you know this they all. I mean, we were kids. They indoctrinated us to disagree and not like one another, and to not pay attention to the reality of what's really going on. These things are real. They did these things to us. You know, they did it. And they never changed how they do it. They just when as we get older and we go to talking about it and we go to realizing what they did and how they did it, they try to prevent us from sharing information because it's a system. It's a systematic situation. They teach us to go to school, learn, and enter the labor field. They teach their kids go to school, learn, be a politician, and be leaders. Be something where you can change laws. They teach their kids go to school, don't get a job, let somebody pay you to tell them what to do. That's all a politician is. They get paid off taxpayer dollars. Tell you what to do. You pay them to tell you what to do and what not to do. Salute. This 504 cut. Thank y'all for locking in. And I'm going to keep on coming with it. And I love my hats. Salute.